Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the brasses as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Lions. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lions. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
White wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
The run from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They're going to ride this running back. Still running at the 35. There he goes. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
A first down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. After run, now throw. Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. How in the world did he miss that? So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Wildcat here looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Give to Brown. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Oh, he's got a chance. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
And the Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how their defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Touchdown, Arizona State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. White going to attack through the air. Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Durham. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. White wants to throw it. Grab near the marker is Williams. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some... They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. He'll throw it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Quarterback keeper. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down here at the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Fires left. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. White going to attack through the air. He's got his man.
I guess if you're going to get a 1-yard gain, at least it's kind of a highlight. Great body control, great job understanding how to keep a foot in bounds and give a little toe tap on the sidelines there.
The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the Bears will try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Catch in the middle, it's Durr. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking for room. It's Washington. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. It's complete on the right side. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the running back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man by himself. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The short hands. It's Brown. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. DB's right up on the receivers. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
On the direct snap, it's Butler. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. White wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gore. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. So now it's second and long. The offense changing the play. White going to attack through the air. This time it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Looking to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Washington. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
He'll set up to throw. There's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. A 2nd and long coming. White wants to throw it. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Looking to get it in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Wants to go up top. Back's got it. And he goes out of bounds short of the marker. I don't think he got close.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
With the catch, it's Adams. Gets a little breathing room there as he's out of bounds at the 10. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Runs through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Handoff from the gun. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. caught in the backfield. It's Butler. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Off-play action on first down. He lets one fly deep. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Taking it the other way. Sweet spin. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Baylor! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
It's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Running into the open space. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. It's Durham. At the 20, he's got space. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And the Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Bears! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. At the 35, he's loose. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Adams. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
At the 34-yard line. Good enough for a 1st down.
That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw again. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Lyons. And he'll be brought down. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Past the touchdown, Baylor! The defense putting points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little... And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they grab it in the end zone. What a stunningly boneheaded play. You can't make a miracle every time. Don't get sacked for the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got it in the middle. It's Gore. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
This defense has to find a way to account for this tight end. He's working the middle of the field, and I don't know if that was a busted coverage, but there was nobody near him. That's just too simple.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Inside the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Pulls it in. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
He's going to through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field.
And it's his fourth interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The corners are walked up tight. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Williams. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. It's just